HTTP, like there is a difference between HTTP and HTTPS. For HTTPS, we also use a SSL, right? Secure socket layers.
Yes.
So how it is actually different from HTTPS and HTTP? So how the port works exactly?
HTTPS, if you think HTTPS secured, you require SSL certificate. So you have providers, internet service providers, which issue you a certificate. Now that certificate is deployed on your web server.
Okay.
And that certificate ensures that all the communication to that SSL port are encrypted.
Okay.
And they are uniquely encrypted.
Okay.
SSL of ICICI Bank and SSL of HDFC Bank, encryption, both are doing the encryption. But encryption mode, encryption parameter or encryption को decrypt करने का जो code है, that will be different, unique. That will be there nowhere because people will still try to decrypt your encrypted data. That's the reason whenever you visit any banking site or a site which has a potential finance or pay related transaction, you will see an SSL stack, HTTPS automatically. If you still type HTTP, it will direct you to
redirect to
yes. Because as a user you don't know. So that SSL basically certificate is nothing but that I could have shown you. So basically it's an algorithm. So they generate a certificate and they give it to you. The moment they give it to you, you deploy it on your web server. So the moment you deploy that certificate to your web server, now any data which is passing through HTTPS, okay, will follow that arithmetic of the certificate. So that arithmetic basically nothing but encrypts the data and decryption. So nobody will be able to really decrypt your passwords or user IDs or things which are important.
There are people who hack others' accounts and takes money, right?
And that is the reason SSL cannot be deployed by anyone. There are certain providers called as internet service providers. You have class 1, class 2, class 3.
ISPs.
ISPs, yeah. So those ISPs basically have this right to develop. They have an algorithm. And these ISPs are governed again by a very big organization called as Inter-NIC. Inter-NIC is the owner of the entire internet. Yes. Inter-NIC.
Okay. I mean, still also have one doubt. So HTTP is actually ported in what port ID? 21, right?
HTTP in 80.
And HTTPS, they have a separate port. What would be the port?
Port value differs.
Okay, that differs actually. Okay. So why I'm actually asking is search engines, generally they segment the URL structure if it is associated with the HTTP and HTTPS. So there are websites like they use both http ://www.vayama.com, wherein when they get into the checkout page, that redirects to the HTTPS. So in this case, still there are pages which is actually static, and the port which actually transfers through the HTTP mode and the HTTPS mode.
Yes.
So still there will be any
HTTP. This is your origin.
Yeah.
Right. So you type some data here. This data is automatically redirected to HTTPS.
Okay.
Right. So now this data will get inside in an encrypted mode. It will get into an encrypted mode and then it will show you the content. Okay. So when this data comes to you, again it gets decrypted, and so if you are sending a virus also, okay, that even cannot take out any information, because basically hacking is what? Hacking is nothing but to access somebody else's information, right? So, and hacker can definitely get inside by any website he can get inside, HTTP, HTTPS, but he is going to provide his own information. He is not going to provide somebody else's information. Okay, so hacking is nothing but when this data from this to this goes. Okay, so this is an encryption part which he cannot decrypt.
Okay. So there
is a kind of tunnel, so it goes like this. Nobody knows what exactly is
inside.
Yeah.
So whatever is actually created with the SSL layers is always safe.
Secure.
Always safe.
And that is the reason you will never find that Sandip Narayan is issuing SSL. He cannot issue.
Okay, so that is issued by you.
That is the thing. As I told you, like simple, because internet is it's a basically you can say a public network, and managing a public network is a mess. If there is a discipline, then you manage. If there is no discipline, you can't manage.
Yeah.
And the best part, I think the best thing. Have you ever thought it's a big network? How do you reach a system over the network?
System over the network.
Yeah. How do you reach? I mean, nowadays www.yahoo.com. But what exactly is translating that yahoo.com to yahoo.com server?
Yeah, it's IP address, that
But
takes.
who knows?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
And who tells the computer what is the IP of Yahoo?
Nobody, until and unless
Correct.
they know.
I want to talk to you. I call you. But somewhere.